Hello, my name is Joseph and I work for HCPA as a Health Promotion Educator. Today I'm going to take us through a mindfulness meditation exercise. In light and acknowledgement of not only our national events but our global position at this time, we want to emphasize the preservation of our emotional, physical and of course our mental well-being. For those of us staying at home, it is imperative that we keep the body moving and the mind engaged. Now, speaking directly to our mental state at this time, it is perfectly natural to experience challenging thoughts. Thoughts can project us into the future in rehearsal and anticipation of events that have no weight in the present moment. If left unchecked, they can manifest themselves into things like stress and anxiety. Conversely, our minds can linger back on events in the past that come back to challenge us at the present moment. As you are sitting and listening and watching to this video now, know that this resource is for you, friends, family, colleagues, and everyone who experiences challenges with the mind's internal dialogue. Like we exercise the body, we must also address the mind with a practical exercise. So, let us begin. To begin, I'm going to invite you to find a comfortable seated position. This can be either on a chair or on the floor, but ensuring that we have a nice straight back, open chest, head nice and tall. Hands can rest gently on your knees or in front of you like so. In preparation for our meditation, we want to first acknowledge the space around us. If you are in a familiar setting like the office or lounge area, take a moment to bring light to the objects that we see every day. Taking in the small nuances such as the colors, the sounds we hear, the people around us. As we take that moment, we want to acknowledge our own breath. So we're gently bringing that attention from the space around us and we're channeling it inwards. And as you channel it inwards, please feel free to close your eyes. And this helps deepen your attention to your internal state at this moment. With your eyes closed now, you can start to acknowledge again the sounds you hear, cars passing outside, the ticking of a grandfather clock, maybe people around you in your environment. As you acknowledge them, then bring your attention back to your breathing, the inhalation, and subsequent exhalation. Take some time to follow the rhythm of your breath. As you bring your attention inwards, you might start to notice and be aware of thoughts that start to penetrate your peace at this moment. Like I said in the beginning, they can usually manifest themselves in things and events and tasks we may need to consider after our meditation, or they can bring us back into past events which have no weight in this current time. Acknowledge the tasks you have to do, but gently bring your attention back to the breath. From this point, as you hear my voice, start to sink into that deeper state of relaxation. Allow yourself to feel the internal mechanisms inside you. As you do, be aware of your surroundings still. We are just being present to the moment in front of us, acknowledging the sounds, smells, and looking objectively at thoughts if they appear. No judgment, no stress, just watching them come of their own fruition, observing them like a cloud in the sky, and gently bringing our attention back to the breath. As you take in more breaths, be aware of the sensations of your body, the ground beneath your feet, temperature on your skin, allow yourself to sink deeper into this present moment. You may start now to be aware of your own heartbeat, gently fluttering against your ribcage, and perhaps even the pulsating of blood against your blood vessels. By now you might be able to notice a theme of recurrent thoughts that your mind continues to bring you back to. It is important at this time to acknowledge it, make a mental note of the events and tasks you may have to do after this moment, but gently bring it back to the breath. Inhale and exhale. As you do this, be mindful of how much depth you can get in your breath. Are you breathing from your belly or from your chest? What I may invite you to do at this time is to place one hand on your chest and another on your belly. And you can begin to accentuate that feeling or breath, expanding your belly, gentle rise in the chest. Really feel that air fill up your belly and be mindful of that gentle rise in the chest. From here again, you might be able to more deeply connect with the internal mechanisms inside you, beating of your heart, the flow of blood through the body. And as we come to the end of our meditation, we want to acknowledge again the surroundings, the sounds we hear outside, perhaps the laughter of people outside, the birds, sounds of cars. You can gently open your eyes at this point. You can relax the hands. And in this state of peace and tranquility, make a mental note of how you are feeling at this current time. And remember that it will be a resource for you to turn back to in any times of challenging mental activity. Take one last look again at the small nuances in your surroundings, the light coming through the windows, the colours you see, details of the objects in your nearby environment. Take one last deep breath. Exhale. So I want to thank you for joining me in this brief meditation. I hope you found it valuable. I encourage you to revisit this video if ever you feel overwhelmed and engage in momentary deep breathing exercises like I demonstrated. To conclude this video, please visit our other resources regarding how to keep the body strong and healthy at home through exercise. Like I referenced in the beginning of this video, it is imperative to engage both the mind and the body in wholesome and healthy practices. Please stay safe and be well.